What's going on, guys? It's Keith here with Off the Mat Podcast. I'm here with my co-host,
Brian Harris. What's up, guys? Welcome.
What's going on, man?
Mr. Keith, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm really blessed, as they say today. I don't feel... the last couple of weeks I've been coming in here limping and my back's been tight, but today I felt good. Jiu-jitsu was okay. I'm a little... I fluctuate with my health and diet, so... I try to eat a good breakfast, but I need to make sure I can maintain the 7-day-a-week diet.
Wait, so do you normally not eat breakfast or something?
No, I eat breakfast, but sometimes...
Why'd you point out breakfast specifically?
Because sometimes I feel like it controls my day, and some days I'll when I'm being extra healthy, I'll have spinach, eggs, maybe 2 pieces of bacon. But then other days I'll have pancakes and 3 or 4 strips of bacon.
Yeah.
And a lot of syrup.
A lot of syrup.
Yeah, so, and it definitely affects me when I'm sparring or rolling.
So you set the pace for yourself for the day.
Exactly.
With breakfast.
With breakfast and whatever meal, and if I'm not and if it's all, bullshit, that I shouldn't be putting it in my body, when it comes time to do those 5 rounds, by the 4th or 3rd round, I'm exhausted.
You are what you eat.
Exactly.
It is what it is, man. I eat the same thing for breakfast every day.
Really? What's that?
Every fucking day. I make myself a egg McMuffin every day. Yeah, nice little something I do for myself. Because I don't eat in the morning till after I'm done with training. So I train in the morning, and then after I train, go home, shower, and then make myself a little egg McMuffin. It's the bomb.com actually. It's hella good.
You have the little skillet for the egg and all that too.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not that much. That's too much sauce. Yeah, no. I just do a little scrambled egg that big.
Right.
Well, actually, I do 2 eggs because I'm a savage. But yeah, keep it nice.
I need to keep it simple. I have too much variety. If I go to the store, especially just because I love food and I'm hungry, anything that looks good, I'll buy it.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah, so I'll have
That's how it is for me, except if I get stoned and go to the grocery store.
Right.
It's not a good combination. Then I'm coming back with Oreos and all kinds of bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. I'll get cookies. I'll get Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
But then I'll buy veggies, and I'll purposely place them in the refrigerator somewhere.
Let that shit rot.
Yeah, and I'll let exactly. I'll let it rot. I'll move it to the side. I'll even after it's starting to mold, I'll keep it in there for an extra 2 days, just for the hope that I eat. And then I'll reach around it to that nice juicy fucking whatever's behind it. I'll eat around it, not I won't eat it.
Yeah. See, you gotta, I don't know. You gotta mix it up. For me, I'm kind of cookie cutter whenever I meal prep. If I meal prep some shit for the week, make my dinners for the week, I'm having the same fucking dinner every night. That's just how my meal prep goes.
I mean, it shows.
It sucks by the 4th or 5th night. You're all right, done with this.
It shows in the weight difference.
You would be surprised at some of the shit I eat. Look, this I put a lot of this towards a high metabolism that was naturally given to me. That is just a lot of what's going on right here.
I get that, but for people that have a little heftier weight, that have weight just myself. It's always the skinny ones that are you'd be surprised I can eat 10 cakes in a row, dude.
Dog.
I want to put on weight. I love when people tell me they want to put on weight.
I don't want to put on weight.
Right.
I definitely don't want to put on weight. But, Keith, I promise you don't know, dude. You have no idea.
So, look, as a representative of some of the...
We've talked about it before, especially with sweets. I got a sweet tooth.
Right.
Lately, actually, I've noticed that my appetite's been getting less and less as far as whole foods go. But sweets, that appetite's still there, bro.
I think my taste buds are changing. I remember reading.
It's every 7 years.
Every
they
7
change.
years.
Yeah, your palate changes.
Yeah, my shit's changing.
What's it changing to?
I don't know. I had a donut the other day, and I was I don't want this.
That's good, right?
That's good.
Don't you feel good after that? You were I didn't want the donut.
I mean, I still ate it.
What the fuck? Why'd you do that?
It just didn't taste as good as it did years ago.
The shit. Why did you eat it if you didn't want it?
Because I don't know, man. Sometimes you just do things.
That's an issue.
It is an issue.
At least we can admit it.
It's a good one to have.
But legit, no. I want to like do like an ice cream eating contest with you or some shit.
No, fuck no. I don't need to eat that.
I know you don't need to, but now I feel like a need to prove to you that like I can put some shit down and I do it on the reg.
See, I believe you. I know you could eat. You could probably eat more than me, but you can eat and like be okay. I eat and then I can snack and then eat again. That's the difference.
I can do that sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not to this. It's not to a level where
not to a level
you're gaining some lbs.
We just need to like straight up like attach a GoPro to one another one day.
Oh my god, am I breathing?
We'll put it on mute.
Good. Yeah, please. That's what we have to do.
It's all right. Just to like track and see how much each other eats.
Yeah, I mean we can do the fitness calendar or something, the MyFitnessPal or something.
I think that would actually kind of. I think that would scare me more than I would imagine that it would.
You know, I like those apps and everything. I don't use them obviously, but when I did use them, sometimes I wouldn't eat enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't eat enough for the amount of calories I was burning. I was actually hurting my body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is odd that can keep you at a stalemate too.
Yeah, your body will just start storing shit.
Yeah, you eat too much, you put on weight, you don't eat enough, your body still will like either stay there or you can still put
freaks the fuck out and starts storing shit. Oh, we don't know. Yeah, I get the same way though too. Like there's some days where I don't eat enough, and I know I don't eat enough, and then I'll get to it, and then I'll think about like all the shit I ate, and I'm like, not only did I not eat enough, but I ate like shit too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to get better about my diet too, man. My stomach's actually been like last week. My stomach was fucked up a lot.
Yeah, you know that's poison. A lot of times we're putting in our bodies. So.
Yeah, it's like and I like didn't eat for like a day and a half because my stomach was just straight hurting. I was kind of just letting it. I was just riding it out because it wasn't hurting to where it was alarming, but I was uncomfortable like all the time.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I just wrote it out, but we're good now.
We're good. I'm happy you're healthy again.
As of right now.
I gotta move.
Right, where are you moving? Oh, you going?
Weird. I keep like looking back at him. I don't know. I felt weird on camera.
We good now?
We're good. So Brian and I were just reminiscing about some of the good old days that we would have gaming. Brian, did I call you Matt?
No.
Okay, I feel like I just called you Matt.
No, you just miss him. Matt, I miss you, buddy.
He's on vacation right now. No, but we were talking about gaming and how we were gamers, going to LAN parties, and you went a little deeper than I did. You know, I just trusted my friends. You were meeting up with strangers.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. I wasn't by myself, though. It wasn't like I was just like fucking meeting dirty old men online. But it was like, no, because it was like my best friend at the time, like growing up. I think I was like 10.
Right.
You know, my best friend whenever I was like 10, his dad was a veteran who was on disability. He hurt his back. He was a airborne ranger and he hurt his back parachuting out of a helicopter, I guess. Helicopter plane, something. He was parachuting and he hurt his back on the landing. But so he was on disability and that's all that dude did was play video games. So then naturally that's what his kid did in his off time was play video games. And that was like the first friend that I ever had whenever I was like 8 years old.
Right.
So then I started playing video games. They were way into it. Like how I was just telling you, like they went to LAN parties and they like met motherfuckers from other states and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I went with them one time. It was just interesting because like I don't know, it was different. Like now looking back at it, if someone told me like if I didn't grow up like that, like if I wasn't a gamer or anything like that, and someone was telling me that they were going to this LAN party to do this stuff, I would be like, sounds kind of weird, man. Yeah, like, why are you doing that?
Lame.
Why are you doing that? That sounds weird. Not lame, but it just sounds, I don't know. It just sounds suspect, you know?
You know, we used to, I did it a couple times where we met up and it was at this kid named Adam's house and they had a bunch of like TV set up and we all hooked up our. It might have been Xbox at the time, like the original Xbox.
Yeah.
All just to play Halo.
You sit in those lobby boards?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
And
Those lobbies are brutal for Xbox.
But those were like wonderful times, and some of my best memories come from, obviously, because I invested so much time into it, was video games.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, I feel like kids, it's rewarding to play video games nowadays. Because they have so much, like they have the esports. The kids are making money. Kids are like,
oh, you're talking about like streamers and shit like that? Yeah.
You can stream. You can become an athlete, a professional athlete.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say with gaming. But kids are getting paid. Kids are making, nice salaries.
I think there's one thing that I'm starting to notice with people. And you can make money that way. But here, the thing is that I'm noticing with a lot of things is like the people that are making serious money with anything are the ones that are like standing out. And not like, and that's a very general statement and very obvious, but not just like standing out like let's take video games for example, right?
Right.
Everybody knows who Ninja is.
Right.
Right? Streamer. He's not the best Fortnite player in the world.
No.
But everybody knows who the fuck he is.
Well, it helps to have a personality too.
That's it right there.
There's a lot more that goes into the total package, and I think with gaming, especially streamers, luckily one of the things that doesn't matter is looks. It's all about if you have a personality and you can be relatable. And people have taken that and grown and they have a business now. They have their own business, their own brand. Like Tyler One, I like watching Tyler One.
That's the biggest thing though is the brand of it though.
Yeah.
The brand I think is the biggest piece. Not so much because I mean, if you're just a everyday run-of-the-mill streamer, you can be the best at a video game. But if you ain't got no fucking personality and you're not cranking out anything except you just playing this game being dull as fuck, like you're not gonna make money off that. You got to be fucking entertaining.
Yeah, of course. And I think some of the streamers. I mean, I don't sit down and watch a lot of stream. I not used to, but I would watch. Maybe 20, 30 minutes. And I was very fascinated with the ladies that would play these games. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think I was such a fucking ignorant, dumb guy. So I'd be like, there's no way a female could be as good or better than me at any video game. But nowadays, like, that shit's like, there are girls that would demolish me.
That's because you suck.
Nah, not. I mean, I would. Oh, my God.
What? Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
You just thought of something. Say it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So this is fucking interesting for everybody. I'm sure it is. I used to play Madden heavily. Mm-hmm. Heavily. And I used to play ranked online matches. And
Did you ever go to tournaments and shit?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
I went to the big tournament.
I used to see those all the time where it was like Madden tournament on this state. That was like a huge thing.
I won the one in Florida. In my little local
Wait, you
hometown.
won one?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
so you were good. What year was this? Madden what?
Oh, this was like Madden.
Like 09 or something?
No, probably like 06, 05.
Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not nearly as impressive.
I mean, it is somewhat.
Okay.
But I played Madden, and then I went to the big one in LA. So let's say like...
What?
Yeah, no, I wasn't invited. I lived in LA.
Oh, okay.
And they had the big one there, so I just went and signed up, and I lost like in the first round.
Nice.
And so I used to like... I don't know why. It was like an all-boys club, and I'd be like, I'm unbeatable by anyone that's not a man in Madden. And I got humbled like 3 years ago.
You got like smashed by the chicken Madden?
Yes.
Really?
I didn't get smashed. Let's calm down now.
What was the score? What was the final?
Let's hear it. 14-13.
You got smashed.
I think he's No, but it was crazy because so in Madden they have an online mode and you can play like a season of like 8 games, and then they have the playoffs, and then wild card playoffs. Eventually you can get to the conference final, Super Bowl in certain leagues.
It's like a fucking league.
Right. So I was playing in my league and I made it to the Super Bowl. Well, standing across from me is a female.
You're talking mad shit.
I wasn't talking. No, I don't talk shit. And we'll get to the headsets in a second why I don't talk shit. But we were playing and it was a close, intense game. And in my mind, because I'm such an idiot. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna lose."
So you were just being a douchebag the whole time.
Yeah. No, I wasn't like
trying to Hail Mary every play.
No,
or some
not
shit
at
like
all.
that.
No, I tried my ass off because it was competitive. We were at the same level.
Yeah.
And man, I got up fourth quarter. There was like 30 seconds left or something. And it was her ball. And she ran it. She threw it, got downfield. She called the timeout. Maybe had like 10 seconds left. All I do was stop her, and I win. And she ran, and her players broke 2 tackles and dove into the end zone, and she won.
I love how much detail you remember about this one fucking play.
And then she messaged me, and she's like,
"Oh, she messaged you afterwards. What did she say?"
She's like,
"You play like a little bitch."
No. She was like, "That's so intense." She's like, "That was crazy. Didn't think I'd win." And I was like, "Yep, good job." And she
so she didn't know that you were a woman hater on Madden.
No, she didn't know I was
okay.
like an ignorant piece of shit.
Yeah.
And she like wanted to have a conversation with me.
What?
About our strategies. And I was like, I don't need to talk to you ever again.
That's just because you were bitter. Otherwise, you would have been like, "Oh," I would have jumped right into it.
Nah.
Actually, no, I probably would have been pissed off.
I was like, whenever your boyfriend got done playing, you didn't have to message me.
Why don't you tell?
I'm joking.
That's fucked up.
I'm joking.
Why don't you talk shit?
I don't talk shit because I come from the old era, man, and that was like a racist time. Like, I feel like online evolution like didn't happen soon enough. So when I used to play like on Xbox and everything, those were lawless times, and I mean, I got called every type of like fucking racial slur you can get called.
Xbox like freaked out over that shit. When they first released online, then everybody was just like calling each other the N-word, and Xbox was like, "Whoa, wait a second. That's not what our intention was."
Dude, there's nothing. You haven't experienced life yet until you're like playing a game and a little
11-year-old, just going,
just calling names,
calling you all kinds of shit. You're like, "Dude, where's your mom?
Like, why are you talking to me like this?" Yeah, man. So
and then they fuck you up in the game, just makes it worse, and you're just like, "Damn."
Man. I used to play Gears of War and everything. Like certain games, like shooters and sports games, I would play competitively online with the ranked matches. And yeah, man, I used to just take my headset off. Like after a while, I stopped. Like I still have like a phobia of playing online and having to talk to other people because of those days. I swear to God.
Just like, I just don't want to talk to motherfuckers.
Yeah, like I don't
end up being an evil piece of shit.
Right. Like I don't like I sincerely have a phobia. Like my heart starts racing and start getting weird. I'm like, when's it coming? I know it's gonna come. I know you're gonna call me that word. When's it coming?
Yeah. So you got to talk shit on them on how they play the game. Like you ever see The Breakup with Vince Vaughn?
Yeah.
He's talking shit to that kid on Madden. That's how you talk shit. Is your mom watching this ass whooping right now? That's how you talk shit right there.
Yeah, but sometimes that N word can be an end all be all.
Ugh. Yeah.
F word, whatever, man. It was harsh, man. So like, yeah, I don't play. Like I play Final Fantasy MMO right now, and like I joined the guild with my girlfriend. I know this is cool talk, and she like they have a Discord and everything, and she'll like hop in the lobby and talk with them, and I'm like, I'm good.
I'm gonna hang back.
I don't need to find out if any of the guild members are racist. So.
Oh man. Yeah. Jerry seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Little did we know.
Yeah, I don't.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so I don't play on headsets anymore.
All right, let's get out of the racist gaming talk. Let's get to these fucking fights over the weekend, dude.
Man, so
come on, let's talk about it.
So I work a lot, and normally my main job, I work Thursday through Sunday. So I haven't had a weekend off, and fortunately this weekend we didn't have a babysitter, so I got to take off. So I watched every single fight with my babies, and it was such an amazing experience, and I enjoyed every moment of it. My lady had a projector, so I got to put the projector on the wall, and the girls just laid in the bed, and I was like pacing around like an idiot, mimicking fighters.
I was pacing too.
You know?
I was pacing for like Zach's fight, Grant's
yeah,
fight,
of course.
Fight.
Before we get to Zach's fight, because obviously we can talk about that. What was your favorite fight? If you like, that comes to mind.
Were the only 3 fights that I watched.
Just the Glory Fighters?
Yep. I was really busy that day, so I literally just pulled it up on my phone and would just check in to see like when they were walking out. When they were walking out, that's when I would like pay attention to my phone.
It was a great fight. Great fight card. A lot of finishes. I was so excited.
I heard it was really good.
Man, it was entertaining. I was so excited for Zach to win because I was like, oh, he's probably gonna have the only finish tonight. He has to get some sort of bonus, and then like every fight after that was either a submission or a knockout. Not every fight, but he was going up against some fucking badass like matches.
Speaking of Zach and finishes.
Oh, okay, guys. So I'll admit it. My theory wasn't 100%.
For those of you that don't know, go ahead and throw your theory out there.
So Zach has a very he has a pattern when he's fighting that when he's fighting black fighters, he knocks them out, and then when he fights any other race, he submits them or decisions. It normally goes a distance or is politely putting them to sleep.
Politely putting them to sleep.
But yes, Zach has submitted. So my theory is now invalid. Zach has choked out his first.
Does it count that he practically knocked him out before?
Yeah, he did technically.
I mean, we saw his eyes whenever he was going down. He was out.
Right, but no, Zach got the submission victory, guillotine, and it was awesome to watch. I guess we will talk about the fight. He came out. I watched it just like you. I watched the entire fight.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Zach hung in there. Zach was never outclassed. The guy was definitely quicker than him.
Yeah.
Definitely quicker than him. But Zach's a game opponent, and that fucking chin of his. I mean, he's never been knocked out, and man, I don't think he ever will. Hopefully, he never will get knocked out.
Yeah, that was the thing is that Zach ate some shots. Like the shots that he ate were pretty big shots, but
right.
Whenever Giles was landing shots, he was only landing ones.
He was
just landing one shot. That was it.
Yeah, he was kind of like sneaking in there, kind of popping Zach, and then he'd get out.
Yeah.
Which was probably the fucking best idea because we all know what type of power Zach has.
Well, obviously.
And we saw what happened when he stayed in there.
I was surprised Zach didn't throw more leg kicks, though, because he had a lot of success with that at the beginning. Like, throwing his leg kicks. His leg kicks were looking pretty good. Especially, too, with, how Giles' stance was all wide. I thought it'd be interesting, knock off his lead leg.
I think...
Got a low rider. Pop.
I think he kind of got him thinking with those quick jabs. Because, I mean, he was so quick.
Yeah.
That had to be on Zach's mind.
He was fast as hell, man. Yeah, he was fast.
And throwing out those kicks, sometimes, it's not a clean... It's not a clean hit. You don't.
Yep.
So I think that might have been on Zach's mind. Maybe not. But what a fantastic fucking finish, and I thought personally, in my mind, watching Zach, being unbiased, Zach was winning the fight. But the way the scorecards, the judges were operating that night, and they didn't have to work that hard because a lot of finishes happened. But the Eubanks fight, Aspen Ladd and Eubanks. That was an even match, for throughout the 3 rounds, but somehow some judge still gave Aspen Ladd 30-26.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very worried that if it would have went to decision, Zach would have got screwed.
Yeah.
You looked up the scorecards.
I did. And from the first and second round that were scored, the third round obviously was not scored since it was finished in the third round. One judge had Zach winning. The other 2 had it at a draw.
Right.
So in that moment, it all came down to the third round.
Yeah.
Really is what it boiled down to.
No, definitely.
It all came down to the third. So, yeah. I mean, it would have, who knows?
Yeah, I'm very...
If it would have went to decision. Thank God it didn't.
Thank God it didn't. Zach finished that fucking fight.
Yeah. That's the thing about judges, man. It can be a motherfucker sometimes.
I mean, you don't know how educated they are, and you don't know what the hell they're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Damn, man. That fight kind of, it showed what type of character and what kind of individual Zach is as a warrior.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of other fighters would have kind of been like, this guy's too fucking quick. Let me just fucking duck my head and try to get a knockout swing. But Zach, that was a perfectly timed counter.
Yeah.
He rocked him. And then to have that poise and it shows the depth of, the wealth of depth that Zach has with his jiu-jitsu, his ground game.
See, I disagree with that part of it. And you know, Zach, I know you're watching. Zach disagrees with this too. I'm speaking for Zach on this.
Okay, I want to hear.
He disagrees with the submission. I'm speaking for him because I know Zach, and I've heard Zach bitch about this multiple times.
All right.
Zach bitches all the time whenever someone drops another guy. So say hypothetically,
Right.
I drop you,
Right.
and then I go for the submission on you.
Right.
I should, at least in Zach's eyes. I feel very confident with this in the sense that I'm speaking for Zach right
Okay.
now. I feel confident with what I'm saying. I think that he's going to agree with everything that I'm saying because I've heard him say this multiple times. I should follow up with strikes instead of submission. Every time.
He did.
Who, Zach?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Zach drops him. He drops his knees, and Zach goes for like an uppercut, but he kind of like lunges onto him. So his only option left was to. We can watch it. Like,
I mean, we can watch it, but that's not his only option.
it wasn't his only option. But what was Zach going to sprawl then fucking get back up and try to beat him up?
Circle.
Yeah, but Zach's a finisher with his jiu-jitsu, whether he wants to see it or not.
We'll ask him tomorrow. He comes back tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll ask him.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I promise you, I've heard him bitch about this multiple times, and I can't wait to give him shit about it tomorrow.
Look, you want me to be honest? Here's what happened.
Oh,
Zach dropped him.
okay.
Normally, Zach would love to finish with strikes, but then my words echoed into his head
He heard it.
about how he always knocks out black fighters, and
He's like, I can't do this. I can't
Yeah.
prove Keith right.
Yeah, I'm gonna prove him wrong.
I'm getting the choke.
And then he submitted him.
Man, how dare you, Zach?
Yeah, Zach.
How dare you do that to us?
Look, Zach, you're welcome.
Yeah. We did you a favor.
Yeah, I'm
Tag
glad
team.
my
Good job.
Hey,
Good job.
Hey.
Right there.
You're welcome.
What
No,
the
it
fuck
was
just happened?
it was crazy. I stood up the whole fight. It's weird. I'm so emotionally invested. Because personally, obviously, we know him and
Yeah.
we get to train with him. So I was so invested. I mean, the moment he walked out to the cage, I'm getting hyped up. I'm listening to his rock song. I'm with him.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
like a country rock song.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. It's like a straight country song.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
For the most, I mean, it's
It's
country
like a
song.
rock song.
Well, I mean, it's like a little rocky, yeah, but it's a country song for sure.
Oh yeah, it is like one of those good old boy songs. Like,
Yeah. What is it, like Kicking in the Sticks or something like that?
Yeah,
Is that what it's
I guess
called?
it's-
something like that. I don't know. Riding My Tractor. I don't know.
yeah, fucking.
Something along those lines. Zach's gonna fuck us up when he sees this. He's gonna beat the shit out of us.
He does it anyway. Who
Yeah,
cares?
it's fine.
Fuck.
Whatever.
No, but he walked out. He's hyped up. And I'm bouncing my head with him. And the moment my babies were in the bed, so like I stood behind the bed and I was like pacing around. I'm like, come on, Zach. Oh, I'm fucking silent.
You're like trying to
coaching.
spar your babies and shit. Like, put him up.
I'm throwing kicks to the bed, to the bedpost.
See, that's how you defend that.
Nah, man, it was awesome to see. It was such a inspiring thing watching Zach go out there and win on such a high level. And I was telling my classes tonight, I hope with us training around, I don't want this head to get too big, but us training around greatness, hopefully kind of rub off. I don't want to say great, but us.
Did you just say you want Zach to rub off on you?
God, you know what, man? I knew trying to talk.
Motherfucker, you
Guys,
said it. I
you
was
know
just verifying. I'm trying to verify.
I want the success.
What do you want, Keith?
The success from someone that trains and puts all his effort into a career. I hope that rubs off on the individuals, the kids, the mothers, the people that train with us. They know whatever, if they put their whole heart into something, they can be just as successful.
Thank you for clarifying.
Look, man, I'm not that fucking eloquent.
Hey, man.
You be trying
Damn,
to make
hey,
it out
clarified.
here.
You clarified. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying. Take it easy, guy.
Motherfucker, you want 2 steaks?
Whoa. I'm a doctor. All right.
Grant's fight?
Fantastic. Looked amazing.
Right.
That guy's gonna do amazing things.
Here's a stupid here's something stupid I'll say.
Okay.
I would love to spar with Grant. Not like as like, oh, I think I can get the better of him or anything. He's a high caliber fighter. You say it tonight, and I agree with you. I think by next year he'll be top 15. I would love to experience that pressure. because once he locks
Have you ever
guys
rolled
up,
with him?
no, I've never had the opportunity to roll with him or spar at all. Well, I want to say roll. I'll be very specific in case he shows up. I would rather roll with him. I don't want to spar with him like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm fascinated what it's like when, two high level opponents come together, but then one is like stuck, and it's like their first day in class.
Yeah, you just got to roll with Grant. You don't understand it until you roll with him, dude.
Right.
That's how most of these guys are that you see like that at that high level, and you're just like, fuck. Like, you just don't get it until you're like, oh, now I get it. Like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, because it's so easy to be sitting there watching the fights and be like, just hip escape. What's he doing?
Why doesn't he get up?
Dude, why don't you just shrimp out? What's going on? It's his first day of jiu-jitsu. But then, obviously Grant's doing something, applying that pressure that, he counters everything that you would be thinking.
Yeah.
So I would love to experience that and learn from him.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker on the ground for sure. Yeah, you got to roll with him. You got to roll with him for sure. It's a different kind of pressure.
Right.
But yeah, I think back to what you were saying, how I made the statement Grant breaks top 15 by next year.
I agree.
I think that definitely happens as long as there's nothing to sideline him, nothing. So as long as he doesn't get hurt and as long as he stays consistent like he is right now, I'd say for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's healthy. I mean, he's the way he's dominating his opponents,
Yeah.
nothing's really stopping him right now.
I mean, 3 months in between his victories too, and he just asked for another one in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, keep cracking him off like that. You'll be top 15 in no time.
Especially, I mean, he's nullifying a lot of strikers.
Yeah.
He was going against a striker that was getting the better of him, but
undefeated.
But he never. Yeah, him and Zach took away people's undefeated records that night.
Mm-hmm.
That says a lot.
No.
Especially at that level. So, congratulations to Grant and Zach.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Killers.
And then you said you saw a third fight.
Yep, we saw Miss Megan Anderson's fight. That fight did not go as well as the other two Glory Fighters fight went. Unfortunately, Miss Megan did not look so hot whenever she got down to the ground with Miss Spencer.
Right. Do you think the blueprint is out on her? Do you think that Holly Holm fight really changed everyone's perception of Megan? Because Megan, she's a champion for a reason, and she gets things done with those hands.
Mm-hmm.
She can strike, and it's very apparent. But you get a hold of her, and that's when she kind of now it's a battle. Because I don't know too. Even with Felicia, I don't think Felicia could have handled if it would have stayed on the feet. I think it would have been over by the second round if it would have stayed on the feet. But since it didn't go that way, I think everyone's game plan now is just get a hold of Megan, and hopefully you can finish that fight, or you can nullify basically her striking, get rid of the striking, and force her to go to a new world where Megan, she's a purple belt, but that's not her natural comfort zones. Her comfort zone is on the feet.
Yeah. I would say that it's out for now. I wouldn't say that it's out. I would never say that the blueprint is out on somebody.
Right.
For the most part, because, people are always evolving as fighters and always.
Of course.
And
especially coming from this gym.
Yeah.
James is going to get her right back in the lab and help elevate her game that much more.
So I think that, I think that's her choice. I think it comes down to what she decides to do,
Right.
That's the thing. Anytime you lose, you got to take something from it,
Right.
You gotta learn. Even whenever you win, I can go back and look at fights that I've won and lost and just point out multiple mistakes and things that I'm just like, why did I do this? Why did that happen? Why did I grab that? What are you doing there?
Right.
Why didn't you do this here instead of that? Things like that. And then you have to execute from there. Once you point out those mistakes and those flaws, then you need to come up with a game plan on how you're going to fix them and execute said game plan.
Right.
And that's pretty much anything, though.
Yeah.
Anything that you gotta attack your problems head first. So if the thing with strikers, so a lot of people tend to go one way or another. You know, like some people tend to strike more and then go to the ground occasionally, or some people just try to go straight to the ground. Like I'm one of those guys that I want to go straight to the ground.
Right.
Like, I just want to take you down right off top. Megan's the exact opposite. So I think for her, she just needs to. I think she needs to get good, really, 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 really good at defending takedowns and defending on the ground in general, you know, because obviously her preference is standing. She wants to stand up. She likes to stand. She prefers striking. She's fantastic at striking. So, yeah, you gotta keep it there, and you gotta work on ways to make sure to keep it there. But
you know, she's everyone that's not Nunez and Cyborg. You know, she's probably one of the best women, especially in that division, that can strike.
Yeah.
You know, and she's a problem she's a nightmare matchup for a lot of women. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of names in that division that, you know, are established the same way, you know, 35, 25 have, you know, the Shevchenkos and, you know, Nunez. So, but at the end of the day, that division was made for Megan. In my opinion, I feel like the UFC wants her to succeed. And, you know, because she's a total product. She's a total package.
Sure.
You know, she's gorgeous. She can fight. You know, there's a lot of things that market-wise, it's like tailored for her.
Yeah.
You know, and I think once she puts it in, and we'll see. But she's also at the front of it all is her badass fighting abilities.
Yeah.
So it'd be very fascinating how she bounced back. You know, hopefully they keep bringing in more names, and you know,
they need to grow that division more.
They do.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that Megan's at such an early stage of the division.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yep. I agree with a lot of that for sure. Every loss is an opportunity, you know, an opportunity for you to learn, an opportunity for you to grow. You just gotta tackle it as best you can, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Just don't let that opportunity pass you by, you know. Just tackle it as best you can. So, yeah, hopefully.
You know, a good thing about it sucks that she lost. The good thing about the way she lost, though, is she's healthy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if there was any injuries going into the fight, but you know, she didn't take that much damage, so
she seemed in high spirits afterwards too.
Yeah.
She was extremely happy for her opponent. So
hopefully, you know, the next available fight, you know, she's able, if she wants it, she's able to take it, and you know, she'll get back in the winning circle. So
yeah, that was all of our Glory fighters, man. Past that, I didn't watch any of the fights. You got the take on the rest of the fights.
Yeah, man, I watched the entire card from top to bottom, and the guy from Brazil, Misha, I forgot, he fought Danny Roberts though. He put on a show. He was fucking leaping off the cage, throwing Superman punches, and I mean, he put Danny Roberts away. Like,
clean KO.
Left him.
What? Did you see Sage?
Yeah, Sage Northcutt, man. I saw that.
Yo, ONE FC. That was in like the first 30 seconds.
I know. It's crazy. You know, I think UFC fighters are unbeatable, and, you know, I think they're the cream of the crop, which a lot of them are.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to see him go to these other organizations that are not well known. I mean, one's coming up, but it's just not well known to the average consumer. And then for him to lose is like, oh my God, there are other fighters out there that are just as damn talented.
Yeah.
They're just not in the UFC.
Broke his face in fucking, 8 places?
Yeah, man. 9-hour surgery. Wow. He's a great looking guy too, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to see, you know, a handsome individual like him.
Yeah, let's see what he looks like after all of this. Let's hope he maintains it. Guy's a model.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not healthy for your modeling career.
I mean, he must love the fight because, you know, there's a lot of different avenues he can go down, and he could be an action star.
You think?
Yeah.
Is it? I'm gonna sound like an asshole when I say this, but I think I typically sound like an asshole.
I agree.
Sage Northcutt has a face that bothers me. something about his face. I don't like it.
Well, if you were still fighting, luckily there was a way you can solve that issue. But
I wouldn't. I would not do that. But
I don't know.
I'm just saying, his face fucking bothers me. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say hopefully it's a little different, so that way it doesn't.
Damn, man.
But that's fucking bad.
That's bad.
I don't mean that.
Don't wish
that's a rough joke.
that on anyone, Ricky Bobby.
That's yeah, no kidding. No
that
kidding.
evil on
That's
it.
bad.
But I think Sage is. I mean, I don't know where that comes from. You might just have an issue with.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
No,
that
it's
might-
totally me.
that sounds like
it's for
personal.
sure me. It's not like there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with me for sure. I just don't know what it is.
Such a nice guy too. How could you feel that way?
I just look at him and I get bothered. I'm like, change your fucking face.
I'll swing on him, bro.
It's like that guy in Step Brothers. You're just like, something about your face. You
Like
just gotta
your face.
change it. Just gotta change it. Fucking change it. That's all I need.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that's that.
When he's so young, but there's a lot of thought into that because, when you think about fighters that fight 3 rounds or, they get submitted, knocked out, whatever it is, you're like, oh, they're fine. But to know that his face got broken, he had to go through surgery. If you don't get up after that surgery and be like, I think it's time for me to change. Like look at Brandon Schaub.
Yeah.
He went into comedy after getting knocked out a couple of times, and it's working out well for him.
Yeah.
Very well for him.
It's his thing, though. Who knows? I don't know. He also had somebody there just sitting down and be like, look, bro, worried about you.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we all need that. I think we all need that.
Are you saying we need to have like a fucking sit down with Sage Northcutt and be like, hey,
Sage, if you want to come, if you're one of the few viewers that we have, if you want to come on the podcast, we'll talk. We'll give you some career advice.
just change your face
God dang.
before you come.
It's a clip like this that normally gets to somebody, right?
No, it ain't
Okay.
gonna get to him. You think? No.
Guys, if you please share this and tag Sage Northcutt on Instagram.
Just change your face. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't know why it bothers me too, but it does.
I really appreciate this weekend. Not just because of Glory Fighters, fighting on the card. That added to it, but getting the opportunity to stay home with my daughters and be a father, is one of the things I'm really starting to cherish nowadays because my daughters are growing up. They're 6 months now, and they're starting to sit up and babble a lot more, and I don't want to miss any of this.
Wait until they start telling you no.
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have the perfect kids. They'll never tell me no.
Yeah. All right. I can't wait for you to come in and start complaining about them.
Oh,
Because that'll be the best. That's always the best. Whenever parents come in and they tell me like these funny stories about their kids, fucking love it. Every time. They'll be like, you won't believe what this guy did yesterday. You won't believe what happened then. Those are the best. And I can't wait for you to get to that point.
I gotta wait till the Terrible 2, so I got some time before that happens.
A little bit.
I got some time, but I want to cherish every moment. I'm taking more videos, more photos of my daughters because I want them to cherish their life. And you and I have spoken before about, Sorry, guys, if you guys hear that's the thunder.
World ending.
Yeah, right.
Yo, this is still going. That's kind of crazy. The fucking weather's out of control here.
Yeah. Wait, let me finish.
All right, my
before
bad.
we switch it again. I was gonna stop that's not stopping, dude.
Bro.
So, guys, sorry. We have the it's thundering and raining outside, so
That's crazy.
it's still going. But I want to cherish these moments because, like you and I have discussed before, sometimes it's the smaller things in life that like gave us the best memories.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping that, and that's my goal to make sure throughout their life they see how far they've came, and I want them to have a lot of memories they can remember visually and mentally.
Have them keep a journal.
Fuck out of here. Anyway, keep going, man.
Why you got to do like that? Come on. Nah, have them keep a journal. I kind of wish I had done that.
I need to do it more. I've actually stopped.
What, like writing?
Mm-hmm.
When did the journal end?
When my babies came.
Oh, that was the last entry?
Yeah.
You got to get back on it then, dude.
Yeah.
6-month delay. Fuck's going on here? We need new content.
Man, we need more content. Luckily, I give you fucking like 6 years of that.
Yeah. All right, man. So we got the fights.
Right?
Hold on, I have to adjust my mic. Past that, the fuck else is going on, man?
Summer's coming up. Time for some new goals. Time to keep on with my goals. I'm thinking about getting into radio.
Ooh, okay. What do you mean by that? How so?
Learning some more of the game, learning more of the
Oh shit.
the technical side of
I'm
things.
having a Keith moment.
Don't say Keith moment.
Okay, we're good. It's not a Keith moment.
You had to stop me just so you can say Keith moment.
No, I really thought I was having one.
You know what, guys? This is what I have to deal with. This fucking abuse.
That's not abuse. That's a real thing. Anyway, so radio. So what are you like looking for, like an internship or something?
Yeah, probably intern and work over the summer and kind of learn the business side and the technical
like
side.
DJ shit.
Yeah, maybe on air. Keith McMillan, 95.9, The Flame. You know, a little taste of that.
You kind of have a voice for radio.
Thank you, man.
A little bit.
I'd have to train it more, work on
Yeah,
it.
you gotta work on it a little bit, but
Of course, that's anything.
Somewhat there.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So, I don't know. Trying to give myself some new opportunities. You know, with my daughters growing up, I'm kind of dabbling in. You know, I work for the comedy club right now, and I have this wonderful gym, and I'm fortunate to have a job here. But you know, I need to make sure I have that career so my daughters, you know, have a secured future as much as they can.
Feature. That's the word.
Future.
That's the one that we fucked up. He always fucks one up.
You guys spend the whole podcast. What about you, man? What's going on with you?
Not shit, man.
That's it. You open up. You know, guys,
Yes.
I don't want to waste any more of your time.
No. For real though, I had a decent relaxing weekend. The same situation kind of that you had. It was very laid back. So I went to. Have you heard, you know what Pawn and Pine is?
Mm.
Oh, dude, you should check that out. You like board games?
Yeah, I do. I actually do.
It's a bar, but it's just board games.
Okay.
All board games, and it's just tables where you pay like a $5 entry, and you just play board games with your friends. And they'll have like a waiter come by and take your orders, but you don't have to drink. I drank coffee the whole time because I told you I quit drinking. I'm not doing that shit. So I just drank coffee the whole time. But yeah, it was fun as hell.
What board games?
Oh,
Is it like chess, checkers, or is it like the Catons?
It's like every board game ever made.
Really, that's pretty dope. That's a neat concept.
So we played. Have you ever heard of Secret Hitler?
Say that again, please.
Secret Hitler.
Why would I ever play that game?
It's a fantastic game.
Let me guess. You get to be Hitler?
No. So it's like everybody's got roles, and it's like secret roles essentially. So like
so one person like has to wipe out a race, and the other one like
no motherfucker,
Okay.
you ain't gotta come on now. There ain't no like Holocaust or no shit going on.
Okay.
All right, so check it out. So there's this is gonna sound bad when we're explaining.
I know. Now
You're just gonna make all jokes the whole time.
Let me know how Secret Hitler is a great game. Please explain to me.
We're gonna play
audience.
sometimes, and it'd be fun.
I doubt we are.
Yeah, I promise you, it sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. So there's
Please keep going.
so there's two sides, right?
Right, the right side and the wrong side.
So there's liberals and there's fascists.
I mean, I wasn't too far off.
Everybody gets dealt secret roles, so like nobody knows who's who.
Right.
So like you could be a fascist or liberal. I don't know. So there will be certain amount of fascists, certain amount of liberals based off how many people are playing the game. One of the fascists is Hitler.
Oh, so you do get to be Hitler.
One person gets to be Hitler.
Holy shit.
So
what a
here,
game.
hold up. No, motherfucker, you ain't listening. Just listen. Let's write it out.
Now let's get to sponsorship.
Just write it out. Just write it out with me, dude. Write it out with me.
Okay,
Just
no
listen.
more jokes.
Just
No more-
listen.
I'm listening.
Write it out with me. All right, so let's say, for example, we're playing with 6 people, right?
Okay.
6 people, 4 liberals, 1 fascist, 1 Hitler.
Dude, I'm not.
I appreciate it. Hey, you're right there with me. You're right there with me.
Anything else.
All right, so then after you get your roles all dealt out and everything, nobody knows who each other is except the fascists know who each other are. Yeah, it's fucked up, right?
Okay.
Then you got these policy cards, right? Where you put policies in act, and there's either a fascist or liberal policy. There's 11 fascist policies and 6 liberal policies.
Right.
To win the game, you have to get 6 liberal policies enacted. For the fascists to win, they need to get 5 fascist policies enacted, or get 3 fascist policies enacted and get Hitler voted chancellor. So it's called Secret Hitler because Hitler's trying to be low key and doesn't want people to know that they're Hitler. Same with the fascists. Like, they don't want people to know that they're fascists.
I can't wait to play this game.
It's a lot more complicated than that.
No, it's not.
Well, you have to.
You get to be Hitler.
I don't want. No, it's not like that. I don't want to go too much into it. But I promise, like, people watching, I don't want to just sit here and explain this board game to you guys. Fucking Google it at home. I promise you, this shit's fun as hell.
Yeah, type into your Google search "Secret Hitler" and let me know what game.
Board game.
Up.
Type in Secret Hitler board game. Motherfucker. God damn it. Don't do that. Look, here's the thing. I promise you, it's fun as hell. It's basically just you calling your friends liars and fascists the whole time.
Okay.
You're essentially trying to figure out if your friend's a fucking liar or not, and the entire time they're trying to fuck you over.
Okay.
It's just fun.
It sounds interesting, man. It sounds interesting. I don't know if it would be my first choice, but if you think it's fun, I don't want to say I'll play, but
yeah, you're gonna.
I'd spectate.
We'll give it a shot. Don't worry.
I spectate.
It was fun. But no, past that, I just hung out with them. And then Sunday, just grilled with some friends. And then that was it, man. That was my life, pretty much. I kept it low-key, super low-key. You know I'm an introvert, though.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I think sometimes you need a simple weekend, especially with our lives. And every time I see you, the only time I really see you is when you're here working. And I know some days, most days you're here in the morning, you're here in the evening. So I know a lot of those hours are, we're in a place that we love to be. We're in a place that we love to be, but it can be taxing sometimes. So
yeah, it's
nice to hear that you got out, and I want to take more opportunities to spend with my family and kind of, like I said, create memories, man, because, I don't want to work all the time. And when my lady was pregnant, I talked to some of the other fathers in the gym, and they had the same sentiments of, I was like, if you guys can go back, and like, what would you do? A lot of them was like, I would spend more time with my kids, because when my kids would come in, I'd focus on working so much, I missed out on a lot of things. And my goal was to make sure I could still maintain a nice household for my family financially, but also be there for some of the important times.
That makes a lot of sense.
So, that's my goal. And watching Zach win. The moment Zach wins, I'm jumping in the air and I'm like, man, it's my time, man. It's time to get in shape. It's time to do X, Y, and Z. But, I really want to.
Get in the cage?
Not get in the cage, but just really zone in and put the effort that he puts into the gym, working at being a great fighter. I need to use that same effort. And I think I'm getting there to whatever I want to do, making that just as successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the same time that, if you want to be a great fighter and you have a fight coming up and you need to basically live in the gym, whatever I want to do, I need to put that time and effort into it. So, yeah, I learned something this weekend. That's what I want to do.
And as of right now, you're going for the radio scene.
No, the radio is just something I'm going to send my resume.
You're just kind of playing around with that?
Yeah, it's just, it sounds neat. And I still have a little bit of time to have options to find a career. So I want to, before I settle in on something and hopefully, I'm still trying to find what I love to do.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get my hands in a bunch of, pots and see what's cooking.
Get my hands in a bunch of pots and see what's cooking.
Baby.
That's not a real thing. You just made that up.
I did. You're welcome. People, take it, use it.
But I don't know if that applies.
It doesn't matter. Don't look too deep into it.
I guess no, it does apply. If you put your hand in a pot, see what's cooking.
See what's cooking.
Fucking your hand's cooking. That's what's cooking,
exactly.
Motherfucker. You put your hand in the pot.
Some pots might be empty though.
might not be anything cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like that. That's
Thank
nice.
you, man.
That's a
Came
shot
up-
right
see?
there. That was an accident. You just came up with that
Tell
right
you,
off
man,
top of
come
the
on.
dome.
I spit hot fire.
All right.
All
Nope.
right, I took it too far.
Yeah, we ruined that. That was bad.
All right, man.
But no, I agree. Like seeing, that's good that you see that. Like seeing, like taking the drive that someone had to
Right.
get to a certain
Right.
point and try and utilize that. So
Like
what are you gonna do to do it, man? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Whatever I get interested in, man, it's just
You're
kind
just
of
trying to figure it out right now.
putting my head down and put it in, and I need to find what I'm really interested in that I can invest in and really put my time into. You know, I got my photography equipment, you know, the videos, and I'm thinking about doing some new cool things. You know, if you haven't watched yet, please, I think you should you should get an opportunity to watch the last Nick Grass episode that we did. You know, I got to do some cool things with it.
Yeah.
You know, kind of make it a little bit more sentimental and add some clips in of his kids and of him fighting. And I thought that was really cool. And I'm starting to play around with the idea of like doing more video wise outside of the podcast, and you know, and exploring this field and seeing what happens, and hopefully something great happens. And you know, hopefully I get better at photography, and like, everything's very new. So, you know, I have those, you know, rose tinted glasses, you know,
Rose tinted glasses.
Yeah, everything looks beautiful right now.
Is that a thing?
Dude, I'm keep finding out new shit, man, new concepts.
I've never heard of like the rose tinted goggles thing.
Yeah, I think I'm using that saying wrong, but you know, I see everything, you know, beautiful now because it's that early stage, it's that new discovery. I haven't put any actual work in yet to like hate it or have that or get to that roadblock to where I need to overcome an obstacle. Like photography is fun, but like I'm not shooting anything yet. Where
right.
you know,
I'm
still developing.
It's not difficult. Yeah.
It's almost like when you first come to MMA class.
Yeah.
You know, you learn a takedown or something. You're like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And then you know.
Then you come across Eric and you're like, I can't take him down. Why can't I take him down?
Then you come against a complete mixed martial artist, and then you're like, wait, my one move that I learned isn't working.
Yeah.
You get frustrated. And you're like, you know, it's either going back to the drawing board and learning more, or being like, well, all right, that was fun.
Oh, all right, that was fun, guy. That guy hurts my soul.
Hey, that's who I was for a long time, and you know, I see a lot of people.
I'm okay with the all right, that was fun guy, as long as he finds out whatever it is that doesn't make him just like, all right, that was fun.
Right.
Just find your
Well,
thing.
sometimes, like I said, those challenges kind of can make or break an individual, and that's what I want to do. You know, whether it's getting into radio, photography, you know, whatever I do and I choose, that's my career. And I don't want photography to be my career. I think it's just a fun hobby.
Yeah.
But I want to get through those challenges now. Everything that I do now from this podcast, you know, we're going on episode.
This is 20.
This is 20. That's 20 episodes. That's essentially 20 hours of work that we did.
Yeah.
You know.
More than that.
Yeah,
Way
more than that. You know, but I want to get through those challenges that, like I said, when I was a teenager or in my early 20s broke me, which I'd quit.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my goal for
I think you and I having like a partnership in this thing kind of helps.
Yeah.
Because there's like some weeks where I don't want to do it. There's some weeks you don't want to do it. But then I'm always like, fuck, what am I going to tell Keith I don't want to do it?
Right.
Like, fuck no, I got to go.
Nah, man, it's all about.
And then I end up loving it whenever we get started.
Exactly. It's always a good time, and I hope, you know, whoever's listening kind of finds that with their whatever passion they have.
So since we're talking about passion and everything, that actually just reminded me. I just recently watched this documentary, and I actually had talked to you about one. I've been getting into rock climbing documentaries lately. Have I told you that?
No,
Did we talk about
have
this?
not talked about it.
I got a few of them that I need you to watch.
Okay.
They're actually really interesting, man. Really, really interesting.
Just about the art of rock climbing?
Well, dude, like the fucking mental toughness that these guys have. Like, this shit's insane, bro. Like, so one of them that I watched was it was called Dawn Wall. This one's on Netflix. You can watch that one. It was about this dude that essentially created the greatest wall that you could possibly climb. It's called the Dawn Wall on El Capitan, this mountain. And it's like 3,000 feet up, and he basically designed a route up to the top of this. No one had ever climbed it before, and he made a route for it. And you just got to watch it, man. He's got an amazing story. But what's the individuals themselves is what amazes me. So the thing about this guy in this documentary is this dude, and the same thing with this other guy in this other documentary too, is they come across this adversity in their life, and they just like throw themselves into impossible walls.
Right.
Essentially, is really what they did. Like no one had ever climbed this wall before, and this dude, like, I don't want to give away the whole thing, but he encountered some very traumatic experiences in his life, encountered a lot of adversity in his life, specifically with rock climbing.
Right.
And then even more like hardship on top of that. And just with all of that, instead of just like being depressed, he's like, fuck it, I just got to throw myself at this impossible wall.
And he gets it done.
Dude, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. I mean, it's fucking nuts.
It's stories like that that are fascinating and they're inspiring. And
so the craziest one that I just watched is called Free Solo. And this guy climbs the same mountain, not the same wall, same mountain, but with no ropes.
Yeah, no, pass.
No ropes. None.
Pass.
Do you know how intense that is? No fucking ropes. You slip, you die. That's it.
Exactly.
There's no questions about it. You die.
Clearly, he's alive. It's a documentary.
Oh yeah, he made it. He made it. They did a scan of this guy's fucking brain, and the part of your brain that registers excitement was inactive. They were like, they couldn't get it to flare up at all. So his brain basically registered zero excitement whenever they tested it.
So he can stay calm and composed then.
What they said was, the way that the doctor described it, he was like, so the things that excite normal people and get normal people like pumped up and their adrenaline going just doesn't quite do it for you.
That's crazy.
It's fucking wild. This guy has to climb a wall with no ropes to get amped up about something. What kind of psycho are you?
See, I want to learn more. Like, how do you get into that? Like, how do you?
That's what I want. Like that guy's mental. I want to get in that guy's head.
Is that just something he does for free? Like, is that like
he also says how much he didn't say how much he made exactly, but he said that he has about the amount of money as like a moderately successful dentist.
Okay.
This is like one of the best rock climbers in the world.
Of course. No, of course. I mean, you want to be. He has to be great, especially if he's getting paid. But I mean, it's just like, how do you get into, like, how do you wake up one day and like, I'm just gonna climb some fucking walls?
Oh, they've been doing this fucking
right,
little ass kids. So he was kind of, I think they said that he like had like Asperger's or something like that, or now it would be described as that. But like, yeah, he started climbing. He went to a rock climbing gym and he didn't. Since he had Asperger's and whatnot, which it wasn't diagnosed. He was socially uncomfortable and didn't want to like ask anybody for help or anything.
Right.
So he just started climbing shit on his own because he just felt more comfortable that way instead of having someone like holding the rope for him and all of that good shit. So that's how he got into like free soloing.
Dude, that's crazy.
Fucking wild.
You never know. You just never know what you can
do.
Discover. See, I would love to find something that I'm that passionate about.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the way these guys are doing it, it's
man.
insane. It's absolutely insane.
Right.
So now I'm all hyped up on rock climbing.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch those. You should go rock climbing with me sometime. No?
I have a fear of heights.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You got a rope on.
I have a fear of heights.
Like it's that much? Like
yeah,
you can't
like once I
fuck
start getting like to a certain elevation and everything, I start getting
like how high? Like can you get on a roof?
Yeah, but I can't look down.
Like that bad?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you freak out? You panic?
I panic.
Can you do roller coasters?
I did one because I didn't know what it was. Now that I experienced it, I'm sure I could do it again, but I'd rather not.
What about like an elevator?
I can't stay in elevators. I'd rather walk. 31 flights of stairs.
So what if you're like in a skyscraper and you look out the window? Freak out?
I'll probably freak out.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that extreme, huh?
Like anytime we go to a hotel or anything or a building, I will literally look for the stairway. Like I got like, so when Leslie was pregnant, obviously with our twins, and
you got twins?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever said it. And we were at the hotel, you know, because that week that she delivered, we basically lived there.
Yeah.
I would walk the stairs. The only reason why I stopped walking the stairs is because they locked the doors at a certain time. So I'd
Like fucking Keith, take the elevator, asshole.
So, but yeah, I would have to, especially if like an elevator is small or it's old.
Yeah.
I start getting real paranoid and I like start tripping.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did that stem from? Do you know?
I have no
Where did
idea.
that
I
come-
must
like,
have got locked in somewhere. I think I had this phobia.
When's the first time you like experienced your fear of heights? Do you remember?
No, but I think this is crazy. I think when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I think I fell out of a window.
I did fall out of a window when I was about 3.
No, I did. I don't want to say I think. I know I did.
I did too. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
You don't remember it either?
I mean, I was 3 or 4 years old. We were in New York. We had a 2-story house, and my mother fell
Out of a
asleep,
2-story house? Did you fall out of the second story?
and I fell into the bushes. Like twice.
That explains. Twice?
Yeah.
How'd you do it twice?
Like bad parenting. I don't know. My mother would work. She's an RN, so she worked.
And
all
you
the
would just
hours,
jump out the window?
and she'd go to sleep, and I would like
You'd be like, fuck it, going out.
essentially.
What the fuck?
And she woke up and like the firefighters.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Why'd you jump out the second time? Did you?
Dude, I was a kid. I just fucking didn't know any better. I was an idiot.
What do you mean? You did it the first time. You should have
Yeah.
done better.
Yeah, but I didn't. So I'd like see the window open and I just fucking climb out.
This explains so much.
Thank you, man.
Like, oh, window. Let's jump out. See what happens.
Basically, when I was in
I just pictured like a little fucking baby jumping out a window,
just
falling on
like
their
head
head.
first, I fell into the bushes.
Bro,
Bro,
this
this
is
is serious.
I can't believe you. Why? I don't understand twice. That's what fucks me up.
I was. Yeah.
One time I get it.
There wasn't a lot going on in my brain back then.
Back then. So
I see what you did.
that was tough. Sorry. Man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so you fought. So the fire department showed up? Is that what you were saying?
Whoever like had to like knock on the door, and my mom would like wake up and be like, "Hey, is this your baby?"
Holy shit.
And she'd be like, "That's mine."
That's. She should have been like, I don't know who that is. Damn. Did you get in trouble?
I
Fuck
don't
you
remember.
doing falling out of windows?
I'm sure I did.
Did you fall out or jump out? You
I
were
think
trying
I-
to be Batman
I
or
think I
some
jumped
shit?
out.
You jumped out?
I think I jumped out.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What were you thinking? Do you not remember? You don't remember?
Maybe I knew how society would turn out, bro.
You were like, I'm done with it.
I was like, this is 3 hard years of my life. I'm good.
This is
Checked
tough.
out. Just checked out, bro.
You were ahead of your time.
Before all the millennials got all depressed, I was the original depressed.
You were the original emo.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand the second time. The second time fucks
Bro, I'm
me
3
up.
years old. I'm sure I saw the window open. And I was like, there's no way it could happen twice. And I fucking just like crawl. It does explain a lot, man. So, man, that's where I'm assuming the fear came from.
My brother was reading to me one time whenever I was little. I was again like 3 years old. My brother was like 5.
Right.
He didn't know how to read. He just had this book memorized.
Nice,
So he was
okay.
just like, he was reading it to me. He was like upside down and shit. And yeah, while he was looking down at the book, I fell out the fucking window. I fell out. Like the window was just open and I was just like, whoop, fell out. All backwards and shit.
Wait, were you like sitting on the windowsill or something?
I guess I don't remember. I didn't even know. Like my mom tells me this story all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, you fell out the fucking window." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah," and yeah. So then my brother, he thought I fell in between the bed. He
Yeah.
thought I fell under the bed. He was like, "Brian fell under the bed. He's gone. He's gone." So then my mom comes in freaking out because I am gone.
Yeah.
She was like, "The fuck?" And she saw the window was open. I was at the front door. Hey, can I come in?
There we go.
Yeah, I fell out the window. My brother just looks up and he's like, where'd Brian go?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not you. You fucking jumped.
I jumped, bro. I was like, fuck this.
Took the initiative.
I was like, gang. I
Gang, gang.
just got out.
You ain't going to let me fall out. I'm going to jump. I'm going to do it myself.
Escape, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. I mean, kids are stupid. I mean, that's the crazy thing that I have to, like, I'm fearful of because I have to go through these next couple of years.
Yeah, your kids are going to do dumb shit.
Yeah, I gotta, like, baby-proof
They're
the
going
house.
to do dumb fucking
Bro,
shit.
I took the fork and stuck it in the light socket one time. Just because I was curious.
I can't.
Yeah.
How old were you? 23.
ago.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
I'm glad
man.
you jumped on that.
It was 2 weeks ago. But
Did
yeah,
you really do that?
Yeah. I was a kid.
Did you get shocked like a motherfucker?
like sparks flew and I was like, oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that crazy?
Yeah.
I've never done it because I'm not a fucking
it's
idiot.
fucking scary, dude. And so I did that, and that's what I have to deal with.
What
with
else
my
did
kids.
you do? Did you like turn the stove on, put your hand on it? What else? Tell me more. Do you like to get scissors, run around with the pokey part up?
Bro,
Go through obstacle courses, see how close to your eye you can get?
I turned the oven on, see how long I could last, you know? No.
Put yourself in the dryer, be like, turn me on, Jimmy. Oh, that'd be tough. It'd be tough. I never did nothing crazy like that.
No, there is one thing I think that happened, and I don't know if this is true or not. I should ask my mother. So I'm pretty sure I was very curious about the dishwasher, and I think it was like running and it was filled, and I opened it, and water like splashed out, and I think I got knocked out.
What?
Yeah.
You got knocked out from water?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because like the stream, the pressure like flew out, hit me. I was like a kid.
How much water was in this? This
I don't
is like
know.
a dishwasher.
I feel like
from
that's
hell.
what I'm saying. I could be making this up. I think I am making this up. But
You
I
might have
remember-
fallen out one too many windows
Bro,
or jumped.
Damn.
Now, no matter what, I can just bring that up and be like, dude, anytime you fuck up a word now and be like, remember that time you jumped out a window? That's why you can't talk.
Also, the football head trauma that I went through, but yeah.
No, that started with you jumping out the window.
Well, yeah, I've been having head trauma since then. Since 3 years old.
Shit's progressed.
Nice. But yeah, man. I'm good, by the way. I think I'm... Anything else?
No, I'm good, man. We can wrap this up for sure. Get on out of here. Never mind. All right, guys. We're out of here.
All right,
Off the
guys.
Mat Podcast. Love, peace, chicken grease,
All right,
guys.
bye. Congratulations, Zach. Congratulations, Grant.
You're crying right now.
Oh, man. I forgot all about that.
I can't. Why would you jump out a fucking window?
Because I was like, dude, I was like, when I told you about high school, or like about elementary school, right?
No.
But